Hey, once again, it's your boy Daddy for Triple D Game coming at you with another FS22 map making stream video. You know how we do it. Let's get to it. Alright, ladies and gents, boys and girls, Ninja, Davis, welcome, welcome. Picking up from the last episode like we do. Again, Giants Partners, if you're interested in the new game, the old game, any DLCs, the Platinum Expansion, the Tier Season Pass, any of that good stuff, check out the links in the description and or use the code Triple D at checkout at no extra cost to you. All proceeds go to support the channel to bring you more great content. That being said, let's get to it. Joe, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so try to get these farmlands taken care of here. Hopefully. So all these purple areas are areas that you cannot buy, you can't own. So there's one of two things we can do. We can take and just incorporate them with the land that's next to it, which would make that land cost more. Or we can actually just start you off as owning that. Just make that to where you own that. Any thoughts? All the purple land is land that you just can't buy. So I can take and incorporate that to the land that's next to it. So like this piece of purple, let's say we left the layout the way it is, we could just bring this piece up and incorporate it there, incorporate this piece of the road to that, so on and so forth. Or I could just make it to where you own it right off the rip, like you own that with your farmland that you'll start with. So should we make it to where you own it to begin with, all the purple, or just incorporate it with the different pieces of land? That's what I was thinking. Make it to where you own it right off the get-go, because it's just like the train yard, the store, stuff like that. The stuff you actually can't make money off of. So if I incorporated it into, like, if I took this whole chunk right here and added it to this piece of land, technically all it's going to do is make that piece of land cost more, and you're not going to get any more out of it because it's just a road. You know what I mean? So if I add it to where you just own it to begin with, you won't have to worry about that. Put this on live chat. Let's see. Alright. It's good to see that our pole was actually working today. Alright, and then obviously our main farm is going to be up here. Should we make this whole thing, this whole other farm down here, just one big chunk you have to purchase separate? Or should I do it like you own the house, the garage, and all that, and then maybe start you off with this one field? What do you guys think about that? See, right here you'll actually make out because you'll get all these trees around this store. You'll get all the trees, unless I move this piece of land over. Over to the store side, and then just make it to where you start off with just a highway. Because if I give you all that, you'll get all them trees right there for free, which ain't a biggie. I mean, I don't mind doing that. Same with these trees right here. But I think these ones here, I would just incorporate whatever land's going to be here up into that. But as far as this farm goes right here, should we just make this one whole big separate piece of land to purchase? Or should I just like try to cut it like this and then maybe start you off with this field to where you own this one field when you start? Or even this one here, let you start with this field and then just cut it around here like this to where you be buying these two fields here. Or I can just make it one big purchasable thing to where you don't get any fields to start with. Obviously, we got to give you some trees with your main farm. Should I take the main farm and just do like right around your actual buildings and stuff, or should I just do it in one big chunk and come all the way up and give you all the animals plus that grass field right there as part of your main farm? Welcome. If you're just joining, welcome. Alright, so you mean as far as these fields down here, Joel? You think I should make each one of these purchasable on their own? So it's just cheaper to buy each one instead of buying the whole thing? Alright, one of these. Yeah, I read it. I'm just not understanding it. That's what I'm asking you. Triple D, if you add it to main land, add what? Then it will make the cost for the other two play styles too much. I'm not understanding it. I vote main blur. I really think you should add it to each field. Alright, so it doesn't matter what you do. I mean, we could actually make the price per acre cheaper. So all the land's cheaper, or we can make the land cost. We can make it cost more. BGA Farmland bought Viva Paceable. Price scale 0. See, I noticed it wouldn't let me buy the BGA, and this is why. Price scale 0. I see. Triple D, read above. You're welcome, Ninja. And then I see Triple D. If you add it to mainland, then it will make the cost for the other two play styles too much. I don't understand what you're saying. I would vote main blur. I really think you should add it to each field. Triple D, hello. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Can you hear me? Alright. Yeah, so yeah, I was saying I read that up above, but I don't understand what you're trying to say to me. Triple D, if you add it to mainland, then it will make the cost for the other two playstyles too much. If I add what to the mainland? The fields? And then I vote main blur or burr. I really think you should add it to each field. Alright, so you think I should make each one of those 3 fields purchasable individually? To where you could just buy one field? Is that what you're trying to say to me? And then we could always make the price per acre cheaper for the farmlands and that too. We could make it cost more. I was wondering why it wouldn't let you actually buy the BGA, and this is why right here. Price scale 0. That it says BGA Farmland bought Viva Placeable. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so what you're trying to tell me is to make it to where you can buy these 3 fields separate. Yeah, if I make it to where you own all this purple when you start, it won't make no difference on the price for the rest of the land. Oh, somebody's at my door. Hang on. All right. Sorry about that. Nobody ever rings my doorbell. Yes, the whole map, Ninja. Oh, I know. Okay, I understand what you mean now. So you're talking about like new farmer, farm manager, and I understand what you're saying now, Joel. It would make it to where when you have to buy that main farm, it would just be ridiculous in price. That's what you're trying to say to me, correct? But there's always a fix for that, Joel. Okay? That's when you open up the Farmland XML, right? And you take that main farmland and you just make that cheaper. Only thing is, I got it. Okay, default farmland. This one right here. So price scale, instead of that being 1, you would just do like 0.5 on that and make that half the price, right? So whenever you did farm manager or whatever, then that wouldn't be so outrageous when you did have to buy it. Am I wrong? That's how it works, right? Because I know you can't buy the BGA. You cannot buy it, and the price scale on that is 0. Right there. We'll just have to test it out, that's all. And see how much it would be by putting it at 0.1. Because that, you're right, that would make that that would definitely make that outrageous. I understand what you're saying now. But yeah, that was a high school kid trying to sell one of them discount cards through the school. That's who that was at the door. But Ninja, yeah, so again, I was going to make it to where all this purple, you start off owning this purple. Because the purple right now is non-purchasable. Yeah, that means because whenever you're in a map and you're trying to buy a piece of farmland, it won't let you just click on the BGA area and just buy it like that. Exactly. You have to actually come over and like physically come over and purchase the BGA to own the land. Right? But yeah, the purple there, I was going to make it to where you start off owning the purple, because it's nothing there really, except for right here. You would get trees there, but I could always just bring this piece of land over. But you wouldn't really be getting anything, you know what I mean? It would just make it to where you could tip stuff there, because it wouldn't let you dump anything out there because you don't own that land. So if I make it to where you own that, then you could kind of use it. I hate when they make it to where you can't purchase pieces of land because it doesn't let you dump stuff there or none of that. So that's what I was going to do. Leaving this over here, just make it to where you own all this. Tracks, everything. But there's a lot of map makers that do that. Give you all the roads and all that crazy stuff as part of your main farm when you start. There's a lot of maps that do that. And the reason I didn't want to do that, because say I make this right here one buyable area, right? Then you're actually spending money on a whole bunch of dead area that you just can't use. And any piece of it you would be able to use is that little piece, but you'd be buying this huge thing that would cost an outrageous amount of money just for a wee little bit of area you could use. Same goes with this here. I mean, you really can't do anything with that. But if I add it to whatever piece, say I took and made this here one big chunk, so you'd be paying an outrageous amount of money for that, because you'd have all this extra land that you can't do nothing with. That's why I wanted to add it to the main farm, to where you just owned it. Or there is another way around it. All the purple stuff I could not add to the main farm, but I can make it purchasable, but you get it for free. So you would still have to go into the map, the farmland map, and buy it, but it would cost $0. So there's three options. How are we going to do it? Am I going to make it to where it's part of the farmland and you just start off owning it? Am I going to make it to where whenever you buy it, it's just 100% free? Or am I going to add it to other pieces of farmland so you get dead space that you cannot use for more money? Three options. Okay, now the other thing we have to do is, as you see in the XML here, all this is numbered, farmland IDs, all that good stuff. Option number 3, making it cost 0. You still have to buy it, but it costs 0. Ninja. Alright, so here's the only problem with that. Obviously, I know for a fact that this is our main farmland, number 1, because it's default property, okay? I know for a fact that that is that land. But let's say we're in here and I just get rid of this purple maroon color right here, and I use that maroon color to make all this purple stuff free. How do I know which color on that map is which number? How do I know that? To be able to do that, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even know which color is the purple color, or I could just come down and say, alright, purple is free. Well, I know you hit Control R over it, just like I did here. I did Control R, and then that's how I started to paint it down up here, but how do you know which number it is? Hey, cool gamer. Eric, welcome. See, the purple just has nothing. I see where it tells you, but it'd be nice if you could just, if the purple actually had a number and you could just make it free. So I would actually have to paint over all that with a different color. Alright, so let me put that back to 1. Yeah, Joel, I don't think that I'm gonna use all these colors anyway. Considering, like, I don't think we'll end up using all these colors. So I can just pick one of these colors and use it for the purple area. You know what I mean? I'm gonna use this here. I'm gonna use this color, right? And I already started to paint it up here on our main farmland. So it's farmland number 1. Farmland number 1. And that's another thing too. Do we want the main farm to just be the actual farm area? Or do we want to go ahead and give you the pigs, the cows, that grassland, and the sheep all part of the main farm? Like this all one part of the main farm? Or should we just keep the main farm here and make this purchasable separate? You know what I mean? That's something else we gotta figure out too. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what Eric was talking about as well. How are you doing it, and we watch a movie after or no? I don't know. Or you want to tonight and me tomorrow? Make it separate on the animals, Joel. Yeah. So as far as this purple, is there a way? Can we add another number to that? Because right now, I think we only have 62, right? Yeah, 62. So can we just add another line here and make that purple number 63? I think we can, huh? We would have to give it another number here though, right? What's this for? See, some of these have the same name, so what's that? What is this for? Does anybody know? Like, what would I have to put there for the new one? Yeah, you gotta add it here too, though. You gotta have it here so it knows how much it costs. And you gotta have it in i3D as well. Yeah, there's 14, 4, 5 times here. The same number as like... But what's the reason for this? Like, what number would I want to put on? You know what I mean? Pods 1. Welcome, welcome. Exactly. Thank God it's Friday, for sure. Yeah, we would definitely have to add another line here. So it knew how much it cost. You know what I mean? So you can tell the game how much it cost or whatnot. So, paste. Name that number 63. Number 63. Okay, Joel. Okay. Alright, then right here we could call that purple number 63. Right? So now purple is number 63. And then we can come back into here and make that free. Right? So make that free to where you're able to purchase that land, but it costs $0. Alright, now, before we get any further, should we load up the game real quick and just test it and make sure it works? Probably a good idea, huh? You don't think we should test it? Yeah, don't have to close it. Just open up the i3D right here. Just open it up right here. It's already there, right here, number 63. Now I think if I wanted to add another one, I would have to add another line here. It is showing up in Giants Editor. Because Here's why I say that. Yeah. Because this was just on nothing at all. This is the purple. Farmland. Let me see. Alright, so Control R, right? The Farmland purple was showing up at nothing. And I scrolled down and selected number 63. Alright, maybe not. Hang on a second. Alright. And I did that because there was no number 63 in here for anything that is purchasable. It goes from 1 to 62. And I just added a line here in the Farmland's XML for number 63 and made the price of it 0. Yeah. Well, instead of repainting over it and making it a different color, I was just trying to make it to where I could make the purple purchasable. Alright, so now, yeah, I think it's going to let me use the number 63 because it's already showed up, but yeah, I think it might actually be a totally different color. But I can't tell if it's a totally different color or not from all the other greens. So I think it is. I think it's its own color. How did this happen right here? Did I just do that? Oh, I'm closing it and reopening it. I don't remember that being like that. Was it like that? Alright, so there was one extra slot to have a different color. Okay, so that slot was number 63. So now if you wanted more, you would have to go in and add in the i3D line number 64. Yep, I must have accidentally painted that in. Alright, so we'll have to repaint all the purple stuff then. Excuse me. I was trying to get away without having to redo it. I was hoping that we could just use that purple and change the whatchamacallit on it. Change the price on it to make it free without actually physically having to repaint it. Alright, yeah, so it did give us one extra line, so you don't have to go in and add it. So we got number 63. We'll have to paint down all this on all the purple, and then in the XML I already did it. I made an extra line, named it number 63, and made the price of it 0. Alright, so now again you'll be able to go in game and purchase all that purple land. You'll have to actually purchase it, but it will be free. You won't have to pay for it. Alright, now we're on track. Okay, now we're on track. And hang on, I got people stopping me here. What do you got? I got 68 and cloudy today myself. Alright, sorry about that. Another distraction. Triple D, you want to go higher than 63, you need to change your number channel to 7. Why do I want to go higher than 63? Yeah, that's a hot one, Eric. I don't know the Celsius, man. I don't know what that equals out to Fahrenheit, but alright, so I went to info channel. I think we lost Joel again. I went to info channel at 7. Oh, if I want to go higher. Okay. Number channel to 7. Oh yeah, that's a warm 180. Oh, it just went up to, it just changed to from 68 to 70 where I'm at. The temperature, that's weird. Weird that it changed 2 degrees within a minute. What's the number channel? Like, what's that for? Are you talking about the info channel here, though, Joel? Is that what you're referring to? I don't know, you're confusing me today. I'm easily confused today, Joel. Stop messing with me. Okay. Alright, so we're good to start painting this down then, right? I do kind of want to just paint a little piece of it and then just go in the game and test the fact whether it's letting us buy it for free or not. You know what I mean? I don't think we're going to. We probably didn't even have to add 63 to be honest with you, because I don't think I'm gonna use more colors than what's on there right now, to be honest. But then again, the way we're doing it, I probably want to make it to where we actually do use them all. I probably should make it to where we actually use them all, but try not to go over. I mean, it doesn't matter if we do go over. We would just add more, but I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna do this piece right here and I'm gonna save it, and then I'm gonna load in the game and just to make sure it's working properly, and then we'll continue painting it. There's one piece still there. One little tiny little piece, which I think that should just be converted to that, but for right this second, until we mess with that, I'm gonna go ahead and just paint this white for right now. Alright, then we're gonna save it and then go in and check to make sure we're actually able to purchase this for free. Okay? So save. And normally I wouldn't close this out, I would just fire up the game, but because we're streaming and I need more memory, we're going to go ahead and close the editor out and just fire up the game real quick. Unfortunately, it's not going to be real quick because it'll be the first time loading up for the day, so it'll take a little bit of time. And of course it's updating. Naturally. Why wouldn't it? One of these days it might fire up after it's done updating. I think I might actually have to click on the game again. Hang on. Yep, sure did. Made me have to click on it again after it was done updating. There we go. Whoa. Steam error. An error occurred while updating Farming Simulator 22 app running. See the Steam support site for more info. Seriously? I mean, it's on the loading screen right now, the game is, but I don't know why Steam has that error. Alright, should I see why that's saying that? Yeah, for some reason, when it's first loading, it doesn't show it on OBS until it actually lets you click. It's weird. Every time I come in, I always gotta hop in there, see what's latest. Latest and the greatest. I got way too many saved games here. Please work the first time. Oh, you know what? Oh, excuse me. Alright, what do we got here? Who's talking to me? Right. I still gotta move where you the career start pointing at too. But Eric, I don't know if you're still in there, brother. But I did add the house back down here, so you do have a house down here as well as up where the main farm is going to be. So there's two houses. Man, that's crazy. Actually coming in here and seeing a live PDA. It's crazy. My joysticks are messed up. I gotta make it to where my joystick doesn't control the map here, because every time I come into it, the joysticks want to move it all around. Okay. Okay, so why is it doing that? See, it's at number 63, Jewel. They're purple, and it's letting us buy it at 0. I don't even have to repaint it. Look at that. We just bought that. So it did work by using the purple. So look, we own all that now. I don't know why I just painted that one spot and it worked for all of it, but it did. Thank you. I don't have to repaint all that. That's what I was hoping for it to do, and it actually worked. So that's excellent. Oh, look, I painted that one. Oh, no. Right here. Yeah, that one spot up at the main farm. Alright, so, matter of fact, are we able to sell this? Yes. Sell it. Or what did it just say? Sell. You cannot sell this land while you still own placeable objects on it. You have to sell these objects first. So that's something to keep in mind. If you buy it, you can't sell it. Until you sell the objects that's on it. I was trying to actually see what all farmland number 1 consisted of. Why is this piece here tied into this free stuff though? That's the question. Why is this little piece right here tied into that free stuff? That was supposed to be part of farmland number 1. Why did it do that? Why did it do that? I mean, it was kind of nice that I didn't have to repaint all that, but it's kind of weird that it just did that though. But anyway, whenever I do come down here and I start making farmlands out of all this other stuff, I want to bring whatever's right here down into these trees. Because I don't know if I should give all those trees right there for free. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. And then maybe leave this side where you get those for free. I don't know. See, and I got to fix this right here too. Right here, because it's giving you part of that swamp and that for free too. So we just got to bring that back up this way some. But other than that though, look, I got everything lined up pretty good now. I mean, it's not perfect. Obviously, it's off a little bit here on this edge. Just a tiny, tiny little bit. As far as the PDA goes. And then this side over here, it's pretty close. Like I said, I loaded in the game like 100 times trying to figure or to get this to line up, and it's about as close as I could actually get it. Alright, so I just got to figure out why it made that one piece right there that I painted on the main farm. Oh, you know what? That was purple. That was purple, and I painted over it with farmland number 1. Okay? But it's still reading it as being the purple, the free stuff. I don't get that. But anyway, that is working. So let's jump out of the game. Back into the map. Okay, yeah, see the purple's into our swamp area. So whenever we do a different color in the swamp, we just gotta paint over that purple right there. But up here, like I said, I put that, I painted that as part of Farmland #1. There's just a little piece of the purple showing, but why is it counting that whole space as the free land? That's what I don't get. So whenever we control R it, see, obviously it's separate right there, and it's saying it's Farmland #1. Let's paint over all of it here. Alright, so I think when I do this, the animals, maybe we'll do the cows and the pigs together, and then we'll do this the grass field here and separate, and then we'll do the sheep separate. The sheep is pretty much already taken care of for us because, yeah, that's 2 different yellows right there. So there's that sheep area right there. I might leave that exactly the way it is. Exactly the way it is. I think that's perfect. And then just take this up here, split this to make this one purchasable piece with the grass field here. Maybe even bring it all the way up here or something, and then yeah, separate those two. Well, yeah, the main farm, that's what it's going to be. It's just going to be, obviously you'll get some trees and stuff with it. Matter of fact, I think considering the sheep are here, I think with the main farm should probably just follow this line right here, come all the way down and just follow the edge of them sheep right there, and then just give you this cluster of trees right here with the main farm, and just come around the back side of the buildings like this, and just give you this whole piece right here as the main farm. What do you guys think about that? That way, it's just like if you started, if it was just a regular farming map, you would get your field with wheat or something already growing on it. Same thing. You got your main farm and you got trees already on it. Alright, so we're going to do that, but I'm going to try to make it a little more clean here. Yeah. So again, if it is just too outrageous, we can always go in there and just put it at like 0.5 or something as far as the price for it goes. And then if we leave, I don't think I should make this area free here. What do you guys think? I don't know. You really can't do anything with it though. I mean, it is the camping grounds. Should we make this to where you have to buy the campgrounds, or should we make it free? If we make it free, I'm not going to include this piece on it because it has all them trees with it right there. It would just be this area here that has no logging trees on it that you really can't do anything with. But if it's purchasable, if we make it to where you have to buy that, I'll give you definitely logging trees with it, so you can at least make some money with it. But if not, I'll make the inner part of the campgrounds free, where there's no logging trees on it, and then whatever purchasable land is up next to it will bring up and include the trees in on that piece of land. That's my thoughts on the whole thing. Obviously, we're not going to make that purple piece there free, because that's just nothing but trees. I see you there, Joel, on the free. Yep, I see you. Okay, so if we're making that free, I should probably go ahead and just include these trees right here, these logging trees, into the main farm. Up to there, maybe. And then this piece of land here will include the rest of them. Or include all of these trees in with this piece of land right here. I'll do that. I could bring this over and include the water with the main farm, but I think I'm just gonna include it with the sheep area, I guess. But I'm gonna paint this out, and then I'm gonna go back into the game and make sure this is actually rating as Farmland #1 and not the free stuff. There is a pretty good bit of trees right here though, so if you play to where you have to purchase this, I mean, you're gonna get a nice little chunk of money out of it. is two separate yellows, huh? It is. I was trying to avoid bringing that down in there, because obviously it would make it to where it costs more. But now I'm thinking maybe I should bring it in there just to, or switch this over to this one and paint it all the way up next to the brown there, just so there isn't that little strip of a different piece of land right there. Because that was 3 different pieces right there. 3 different colors. Yes, Ninja. What she said. Alright, now I'm going to switch it over to this piece of land. Alright, what was this? What number was this? Alright, so that's 33. This is 34. So we completely just wiped number 34 out. So there is no more number 34. I mean, there is, but there isn't. So if we end up needing like one more color, boom, there it is, number 34. We'll save one piece of it, or all we got to do is select on it actually, but yeah, so we'll completely wipe that one out. Alright, Ninja. Well, what am I doing? I started to paint clear up in there. And it's supposed to be this, not that. Make sure we got rid of all that. Ooh, right there. One little piece of that left. Alright, now we're good. So Control R. As soon as I get done shaping out this main farm, then we're gonna again go back in game and make sure it's working properly. Alright, Jewel. Who's gonna help me make all these important decisions? Forgot that one little silo extension there. Alright, and that's what our main farm looks like. It might change a little bit depending on how this turns out around here. Actually, we're going to make these trees right here on this corner part of our main farm. Only because we're going to make this here, we're going to make the campgrounds free. So I want to have these logging trees here included. In the main farm. It looks weird, but that's it. Alright, so let's save it, and then we'll fire up the game and make sure that that's actually reading as Farmland #1, because it wasn't a minute ago, but it might just be because that piece of purple was still there. I don't see why though it shouldn't have did that, but it did. Man, it's 2 o'clock already. Time's done flew by and I ain't did nothing yet. I guess that's what happens when you're testing stuff out. Make sure it all works before you get too deep into it. Should load up faster this time anyway, hopefully. wonder if it has something to do with those other numbers. In the XML. I mean, it shouldn't, but then again, who really knows? It's not me. I can tell you that. Out of all the map making I've done, again, that's like something I've never really messed with, the farmlands or the PDA. Alright, Joel. Oops. Alright, so why is that not changing? Why did that not change? It worked as far as making this free. But it's not changing the farmland. Uh-oh, Joel. Yeah, that's not good. Bad news. Why isn't it not changing our farmland? Am I even working in the right map? That's the only thing I could think of is we're changing the wrong i3D, because why isn't that changing? It's the right one, right? Yeah. Why is our farmland not changing? Oh, it's changed now? Wait, what's happening here? Or no, it didn't. No, it didn't. That don't make no sense though. I mean, it should have. I mean, we changed the i3D. Why didn't it change in there? What does the info channel do as far as the farmland goes, though? You think that might be what it is, Joel? I think I had to do that anyway, for something else. Should we try that then? See, that's why I wanted to jump in there and check it as I move stuff, because of this right here. I didn't want to sit here and do all that work and then it not actually work. I always forget. Alright, map, create ground collisions. I think I had to do it. I think that's why my deer was floating too. I think. I did just made a backup of the map right before I started today's stream. So if something was to happen here, we do have a backup. A couple of them actually. Alright, so boom. We just created ground collisions. Yep. Okay, exit out and then fire the game up again and check it out. Please work. Because if it didn't work just by changing it like that, I think even if we wiped out everything and just started from scratch, I think we would have the same issue. Welcome.
Still no. You gotta be one.
Man, how is it 2 o'clock already? That's insane. That's crazy to me. Hopefully it worked this time. Hopefully that was it. Yeah, I'm wanting to say that's why I had hovering deer too. But once you walked up close to it, like they would be hovering, you'd look over and see deer and they'd be hovering in the air. But once you walked up to them, boom, then they would jump down to the ground. And I'm wanting to say that was part of the ground collisions too. That was causing that. I mean, it didn't happen all the time, but every now and again, I'd be running through the map and that would happen. See a deer just floating. Alright. Nope. Nope. Why? I was gonna say maybe because it's separated, but obviously, I mean, you could separate. Like, this is separated. But who's to say it's not going to do the same thing starting from scratch, though? Because if it ain't reading me change that, then who's to say if I wipe everything out and made just farmland number 1 the whole thing, if we load up the game, it ain't just going to be this again. You know what I mean? Oh, wait a minute. No, because it still should be working 30i 3D. I was going to say maybe it's because it's not pointing, the map isn't pointing to the Farmland XML, but it has to be. Yeah, it's reading it right here. Map US farmlands. What's this here? Data map, or the field ground. Field ground XML, what's that? No, I didn't change the info layer path, no. Boy, oh boy. Is this why? Does this need to be pointing to the map right here? Farmlands density map file name. Data. Dollar data. Maps. Map US. Data. Info layer. Farmlands. .grle. Number channel 6. Price per acre. Does this need to be pointing to the map? Possibly? I don't know. Info layer, farmlands. Yeah, there's because that should be changing whether I started from scratch or not. Because I think if I started from scratch, I would have the same issue, and that's my thoughts on it. What did that say again? Data info layer. Alright, so data. I guess data. Alright, so data, maps, map US, info layer. Oh, data again. See, I think I need to change the directory right here. I need to change this to just change it to maps, just take this data out because it's pointing to the base game's farmlands. Third layer of farmland right there. Well, we're live, so I ain't trying to watch a video while we're live. But I mean, I see what you said. You also have to put map XML right path. I seen it. Trust me, I seen it. Look in your map and see if yours is pointing to your map. Well, I'm in my farmlands in my maps, in the map XML is pointing to the farmlands XML that is in my map, and then the farmland XML that is in my map is pointing to the base game right here. It's pointing to the base game instead of my map. So I think I have to delete that out and just have it go straight. Look for this in my map, not in the base game. And that's the problem. So it should just be maps, map US, data, info layer, farmlands. And not data, maps, map US. I think that's the problem. I'm not going to close that out just in case. And we'll get back to it. But let me just test that out real quick. You still have to check map XML. I already did. Map XML is pointing to... It's pointing to the right place. the map XML, right, is right here, and it's pointing the farmlands XML is pointing to the XML that is in my map. Excuse me. Of course, it won't let me look while it's saying loading. Come on. But yeah, it's pointing to the map, or to the XML, the farmlands XML that's in the map, right here. So it goes maps, map US farmlands XML. So then you go to just that, and that was pointing to the base game instead of the one that's in our map. And I think that's the issue. Hopefully that's the issue. But we're about to find out. Please be the issue. But alright, Jewel. Appreciate you. Hopefully everything goes well with your phone call.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Please work. Please work. Because I don't want to have to been burnt the last 2 hours for nothing here. Oh, man. Yeah, we got a nice PDA, and there it is. That was exactly it. Yeah! That was the problem. Alright. Holy smokes, look how much it is. 881,000. That is insane. How much is this? Oh, I mean, that's $1 million. I think we should lower the price per acre, just so this stuff isn't so outrageous. But I mean, then again, logging, you make good money logging. You know how many trees are in this area right here? There is well over $2 million worth of trees just in this area. So, I mean, I know it's pricey, but I still might lower the price per acre or whatever you call it. But yeah, that was the problem. I kind of figured that was it, and sure enough, it was. And something's off here. It's either where I painted the water down, which I don't think that was off. Excuse me. But as you see, it's a little bit off, and I think, I don't know if that's because of that. The map itself needs stretched up to match at which the PDA needs, you know what I mean? I really don't want to mess with it though, stretching it up and down, because the vehicles are actually lining up on these roads. So if I stretch it up and down trying to get it to match up here, it would throw the vehicles off. And it's not matching up here because I actually took this and painted it down on the actual map. So that's why it isn't matching up, because if you look right there, there's one little speck I actually missed of the edge of the map that I painted over. So it looks like the farmland is up higher off the map, but it's really not, because the map actually came up to there. Alright, but anyway, that's all working. That's free. Farmland number 1. There's a go. So we could sell it for 800 and some thousand, but if we bought it, if you had to buy it, it's gonna be a little bit pricey. Yeah, appreciate that, Ninja. And then this has all these trees on it too, so I mean, it's not like it'd be a complete loss, because you just by logging the trees off of off of this right here, you're going to get that money back, guaranteed. But then again, I might go ahead and make that a little bit cheaper, or then again, it might be cheaper too, because this is included in it down here. But I'm gonna take and put different colors down here. So this will be like farmland number 2, or it's going to be something different. That's not going to be included with this, if that makes sense. So it's actually not going to be 881,000. It's still going to be a little bit pricey, I'm sure, but it ain't going to be nowhere near that much. It'd probably be like 600,000 or something, if that. Probably 500,000, something like that. And then boom, you buy all this space for free, which is excellent. And look, you own a huge portion of the map, just starting off. Cool. I like it. Oh, that's something else we gotta do too, is put down your starting equipment. Obviously, like, I could leave stuff like this, give you cultivators and all that stuff, but you're gonna have to buy the fields. So I don't think I should even leave this stuff. Maybe leave the cheap little harvester or something. But other than that, you know, you're gonna be starting with logging equipment. And then all this over here is going to be a farm. Maybe I'll give you this farm with the buildings over there, and have that come with that field back there. Because if you look at it in game here, jump up in the air here, basically from the house, all that, all the way back into here where these buildings are in that field, it's like one nice little area. And then we'll make it to where you have to buy these 2 fields separately, and then obviously you already own all of this on both sides of the road there. I like it. I mean, it's coming out pretty good. Just whenever you open this up, the farmlands, I don't know, that ain't lining up right there for some reason or another. And it might be because how I painted that water down. I might not have followed the line right, like where the water went. I'm almost positive it is right though. Oops. Everything else seems to be lining up right though. I don't know. It's a pretty PDA. I like it. Again, it'd be nice if it had a little more detail to it. Like if I'd have took multiple pictures, you would actually be able to see the buildings real good. It would have looked real good. I mean, it still does. But anyway. Now, now that we got it working, we figured out the problem. Well, yeah. Yeah, we did. And that was that right there. That was pointing in the wrong direction. Now, one other thing I do want to, I would like to test though and see if we're actually able to put this at 0.5. I don't know if you're able to do points on here and it actually work right within the game. But we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to test that out. And then we're going to end the stream. I'd like to keep going, but again, I got to make my daughter something to eat. It is the weekend, so I may be able to pop one and get some more work done. I did give the map to a couple people that is supposed to be showing the map off this weekend. So we'll see if they stream on it. I did give them an updated version with the PDA and everything, but I did not. Obviously, they won't have the farmlands right because we didn't complete anything today. I feel like we didn't get anywhere. I mean, we got somewhere. We solved the problems that occurred, so I guess we did get somewhere. Oh, and their version has the new sign on the shop as well, which I want to run over there real quick. Right. I want to run over there real quick to the shop and make it dark and make sure that sign's lighting up the way it's supposed to. The last sign we had on the building did, but I have not checked the new one to make sure it's lining up. Or lighting up, rather, not lining. And still got to delete more trees on the outbounds. I mean, there's still little stuff to do. We got to hide collectibles, finish the farmland, make it snow on the roads. What else was there? And then delete some more of them outbound trees. I've deleted a lot of them already, but we got to delete some more of those just so it performs well, and to hopefully get us on console as well. What else we got to do? Right now I can't really think of anything else that needed done. I should have been writing the stuff down as I thought of it. But farmlands, make it snow on the roads, hide collectibles. Some of the AI traffic splines still need done. just to make it to where your workers will actually follow the new dirt roads that we have added. They're already following the main roads. We don't have to worry about that. They are on the main roads. All of those spines are done. The only thing we got to do is add, even right here, even through the campgrounds. The only thing we got to do is add splines for, even this dirt road is taken care of. But we got to add splines for some of these roads that we have added. Alright. What did I want to check here? Farmland. Look. Yes, sir. That point did work. So now for all this area is only 440. So it cut it from 880 to 440,000. Obviously, it's going to drop down even more. I don't think I'm going to do 0.5. I'll probably do like 0.6, 0.7, something like that. Just to make it to where this isn't so expensive if you start in Farm Manager or something like that. So, I wasn't 100% sure if it would work with the points, but obviously it does. It just made that land way cheaper. And look, there's one little square. One little tiny square I missed on that farmland. So there's one little tiny square you don't own. Alright, so we got to fix that. And then field number 34. How much is that now? Holy smokes. The wee little tiny field. That is $7,000 for that wee little tiny piece. That is insane. Alright, but that's working. Alright, let's run over to the shop real quick. Make sure our signs lighten up. It's a lot of testing stuff for a map, man. A lot. But I made it easy for the testers, though. I made it real easy for the testers, because I've been testing almost everything as I go, and I just have not moved on until it actually worked. Look at that. Look how I got these leaves here, man. It's amazing. It's like they fell off the tree. The wind blew them over here in the corner, and now they're just there. Here and there, dude. I amaze myself, okay? It was just a little simple stuff. But anyhow, see the clip distance on that sign. I wish you could see it from back here, man. I really, truly do. It sucks you got to get clean up on it to there to be able to see it. But anyhow, and it looks good. Okay, now let's just make it dark. The original sign, it's harder to see it here, but the original sign is still in there. I just hid it behind the desk. So it might light it up too much in there because I did hide the original sign in there instead of deleting it. Okay, it looks as if it's actually lighting up like it should. It's lit up in there. Oh yeah, look at it. And then the sign inside looks real nice. I'm glad I kept that white. It looks good. Again, I mean, it won't be the end of the world if I don't get this changed, but I would like to get that changed as well. But yeah, man, it looks good. It looks real good. I just wish the clip distance was further on that sign. I really do. I tried to change it, but you seen it wouldn't let me change that clip distance. It just would not let me change it. I think if I wanted it changed, Jewel would have to do it in Blender for me. And look at that. That backdrop, man, at night. It's amazing. You gotta get that sign spinning somehow. Oh, and that's something I wanted to do too. But that'll be something that we'll definitely have to add in game and then have it XML'd in. And that is, that way you're able to sell them as well. But that is the some lights up here at the main farm. Like, it is dark up here. I just wanted to put a few lights up here somewhere. I mean, it really feels like you're in the woods. Like, it is dark. Again, it wouldn't hurt if I didn't add lights, but I feel like we should add at least a spotlight or two on the building, pointing at a fuel tank or something. Give a little bit of light up here, and then make it sellable, so you can sell it if you want to change it all around, just like everything else is sellable up here. Yeah. You did an amazing job, Ninja. I'm telling you. You killed it with this map, brother. Killed it. We just gotta get rid of more of those trees. See, I've gotten rid of a lot, though, because them trees used to go all the way up in there. And they used to go all the way back. Dude, look at them swamps, man. I'm so tickled to play this. Like, I'm kind of like, part of me is like, I'm just burnt out on seeing it just because I've stared at it for a year and a half straight. But the other part of me is like, man, I just can't wait to actually play on it. It's amazing. But anyway, now we can move on, considering we have everything working. Save. But everybody subscribe to the channel, and your channel is private. And it didn't show up in our alert box. Obviously it didn't. Welcome aboard. Thank you for your support. But that's it. Ninja, Joel. We had Eric in today. And if I said that right, I don't know. Hodge 1. Appreciate you guys. We really didn't have too many in today. In chat, anyhow. Cool Gamer. Yeah, we close to being done, but we ain't done. Who else? Davis. That's all I can see. Appreciate you guys, man. As always, thank you for your support. Hopefully the internet doesn't get shut off because I don't have the money to pay the bill. But yeah, that's it for this one. So if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see what's coming, what's next, where the map is headed, hit that subscribe button, mash them notification bells, and I'm out. Doses. Real quick, again, Sunday, Faber Farming is supposed to be showing off the map. So if you guys want to check out that, you go to his channel. It's supposed to be streaming. I don't know what time, but it's supposed to be streaming it Sunday. And then somebody over on Twitch is supposed to be showing off the map as well. So I don't know if that'll be this weekend, but it is coming up. I forget what his name was. We'll get to it in the next stream. I'll let you guys know. From Trucker Joe. But that's it.